50 cents, you know, both for $1, but like stuff like that'll be $1. But for the most part, every item is $1. Good morning, you made it. I did. How are you doing?
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, you can make your pile, that's fine.
$1.
Probably
this for $1. Whoa, different stuff. Oh, that's good for $1. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a pile.
Oh no.
Let me see what we got here. Excuse me.
Can I grab mine a little bit?
Oh, Tiger Woods.
I believe so.
Yeah, let me, here, I'll just you can probably keep it, you'll probably get enough of it. Make you a little tough. Yep. Most of it should go off, but I'll just sit here for a minute.
Hey there, I'll take your stuff, but in my pile.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, sorry.
This will be our little pile here.
Somebody's getting these already?
I don't know.
Oh, no, Amadita's getting them, so I'm moving on.
Aye, that's a wee thing.
Hello everyone, welcome to another garage sale find video. I know it has been some time since my last video, but I've been doing a lot of traveling and also hitting up sales in cities I have never bought at before. Garage sales, estate sales, you name it. And I found a lot of great items. A lot of the things that I like looking for, vintage comic books, video games, and toys and other things. So from the footage you had just seen, that was a sale I've been to on more than one occasion, but this particular time, everything was $1. So I grabbed a whole bunch of random things and made a huge stack. And I'm gonna go over those items, plus items I picked up at the numerous other sales I had. And in the very end, we'll go over the comic books and video games that I found. So let's take a look. Hello everybody, so here we have just a few of the items that I picked up in my travels. At the $1 sale, I picked up these two tin lunchboxes. We have Legolas Lord of the Rings from Nika and Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not too sure who the designer of this particular lunchbox is. I haven't found too much information on it, but it has a nice little raised design on the Spider-Man, and it's in the worst shape of the two for the amount of dust that's still on it, but for $1, I didn't mind picking that up at all. And behind here, we have a few other little items here from the KFC Pokemon promotion from the late 90s. We have this Vulpix still with its tag on it. I went ahead and paid the quarter for this thing because I believe you can go anywhere from $15 on up with the tag in good condition. And next up, at an estate sale, I picked up this portable Sony DVD player. Now it did not have the power adapter with it, but I just went ahead and found another power adapter at another garage sale, and it works just fine. And right here we have an Overwatch Diva design, adjustable cap, really good shape, so I decided to pick on that up. And back behind here we have these three superhero wall decor. These two are 10, Red Detective Comics and Iron Man, and this very nice Amazing Spider-Man wooden one. In front of them we have these vintage Anime VHS from, haven't seen Gundam Wing in a while, but it's probably one of the first Gundam series I remember watching when it was broadcast on television. So here's hoping someone still has a nostalgia for these things. I'm gonna put these three online. And more anime here. We have this DVD Trigon collection here. I don't remember watching Trigun, but we'll see if someone is a fan. And last but not least, we have this sealed Fantastic Beasts Lego set. The box is in kind of rough shape, but it's still sealed, which is the selling point, because that means everything's still inside, including the all-important minifigures. Here you can see the bin in the box on the top, but it's still all there and just picked up for a few bucks. And up into this thing goes anywhere from 20 on up. So there you guys, there you go, have the first set of items. Now we'll take a look at this comic book find. Okay everybody, before I get into the comic books, I want to give you a little bit of background about the sale I picked them up at. So what started out like an average sale with just a few items that I was actually fixing to turn around and head on out, I mentioned to the guy that I also look at comic books. And then he said, oh, I have a few of those. What he meant was I have a few long boxes full of comic books. And if you ever go out searching for comic books to buy, you might come across some people that are ready to get rid of them at a cheap price, or you might come across somebody who's had them for a very long time, and it can be a little difficult letting them go. And this guy was the latter, so I knew it was going to be a little bit more expensive than what I usually wanted to pay, but it turned out really good in the end, I think. But I want y'all's opinion on that. So let's take a look at that footage and where I picked them up at. What did you mostly collect?
You know,
a little bit of everything?
All sorts of stuff, like in the late 90s and stuff. You know, when like Spawn came out.
Oh yeah.
All the Image stuff and the Mcfarlane like Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah,
I got a lot of stuff like that from that time period. But then, you know, like when I was a kid, I would buy like these things where it's like, you know, 10 comic books for like $2. And just,
oh, then they're plastic?
No, you know, like a pack, like a, you know, where you buy a pack of like 10 comic books, and
oh wow,
they'd just be all in there. From
I started collecting in the early 90s, but I wasn't big on the Marvel heroes then. Like I would buy, you know, Alien vs Predator.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, like
all those old little matchups and stuff. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen them, but I've also got like a pretty big collection of Marvel cards, trading cards.
Oh yeah, those are really big now.
If you're interested in checking those out.
He's finding Tarzan's in there for me.
Oh, I got some Avengers. I have these Avengers. I got most of these.
Man, I've heard the Mark IV Jettas are unbelievable in that regard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a Mark V Jetta that I just loved. Drove it for years. Wish I still had it. And this guy
Here we go, Dad.
Taco Bell drive-thru, and he was always complaining about his Mark IV, and I was like, what's all wrong with it? He said the electrical system.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Like this, what year?
Take a hold up for me. I'm probably gonna get them.
Man, I couldn't tell.
Got some nice Spider-Man in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these, like that one, I might ask some money for. You know?
Just curious what your number would be. I think I already own it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not the, you know, the special the retailer edition of this one, the one that doesn't have the price. Okay, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed the footage of me at that sale. We'll take a look at the stack I picked up, and then I'll tell you how much I paid for all of it. And y'all can let me know in the comments what y'all thought about that deal. So first up, we have this Marvel Illustrated, the Swimsuit edition. And knowing that She-Hulk is getting her own Disney Plus series coming up, I thought this would be a nice little investment because it's a classic cover of the She-Hulk. And next up, now I grew up with the real Ghostbusters the cartoon and all the merchandise. I have fond memories of it. So I picked up all of the Ghostbusters comic books, as you might have seen some from the footage. But here we have Slimer issue 2. The Real Ghostbusters 22. 24. And 28, which I think is the last one in the series. Now I thought this was a pretty nice cover. We have Tales to Astonish, starring the Submariner, issue 1. We have Conan 160. Surprisingly, I didn't have this one. We have X Factor 16. There weren't too many X Factors in the long boxes, unfortunately, so I still couldn't find that number 4 or 5, whichever has Apocalypse in it. This one I thought was also neat. I hadn't seen the Willow comic book ever, so I picked it up knowing that Willow is returning to Disney Plus soon, so I went ahead and grabbed this issue 2. I just really like this cover, so I picked this up. The Dark Phoenix Saga and Classic X-Men 43. Masters of the Universe 5. I like this cover too, so I picked this one up. What if Loki had found the Hammer of Thor? A nice cover. Everybody's liking Loki nowadays. We have Marvel Star Wars 86 and 76. There's a cover of Darth there. Okay, next up we have another What If. I believe this is from a later series of What If. We have What If Spider-Man had kept his cosmic powers. So we have 2 issues of that one for issue 31. I thought the other one was a newsstand, but we got 2 of the direct here. Now he had some very nice old Captain America, so I just decided to get a stack of them because I really like the old covers. They're pretty vibrant and good condition considering their age. We had Captain America 201, 247, 250, 269, 271, 272, very nice on cover there, and 274. I think this is what cover really drew me to getting that stack of Captain. I thought that was pretty nice. And here we have Shogun Warriors issue 1. I bought this book a long time ago when I was a lot younger, and it had gotten damaged. So I decided to pick up a brand new one in a lot better condition. Okay guys, here's the last stack. We have this nice Batman 422. I like in this era of Batman, so I picked this one up from the late 80s. Here we have Masters of the Universe issue 1. I have a damaged version of this one, but this one is in a lot better condition. And here we have the older Amazing Spider-Man that I picked up. I have issue 130. Conan 65. Black Panther issue 5. Spawn issue 1. Now I have this book 3 times over, but this one is the better of my 3. All the other 2 I picked up had defects and flaws in the cover or in the book itself, so I'm glad I finally picked up one that was in decent shape. We have this Marvel Annual, Amazing Spider-Man 24. Amazing Spider-Man 185. A nice cover on that one. 258. Nice cover there. Now here we go with some key little Amazing Spider-Man books. We have 341 direct. 344 direct. 345 newsstand and direct. In really good shape. $347. Direct and newsstand. Here we go, one of the key ones I got. We have the second appearance of Carnage, $362. Newsstand and direct $363. I think I already have this book, but I'm not certain if it's newsstand or direct. And last but not least, we have this classic Todd McFarlane Batman cover, $423. Not the first printing, but this is the second printing, but still really good condition of this book. I once came across it at a garage sale, and the guy wanted $50 for it, and it wasn't as good a shape as this one. So now that I've gone through this whole stack of books, I can let y'all know that with all these books and the ones before, the guy wanted $300 for them. He wouldn't budge on the price or offer any kind of bundle or anything like that, considering he was a little apprehensive of selling the books to start off with. I went ahead and did the deal, given that some of these books might go for $20 to $30 on up, especially in this stack right here. I don't think I did too bad. I'll let y'all comment and tell me what y'all think, considering the Amazing Spider-Man that you saw in this nice Todd McFarlane book of Batman. I've always wanted this particular Batman because everybody knows that's a pretty classic cover of Batman. So let me know what y'all think about that. Sorry, I almost forgot about this second stack of books I picked up. I know this guy in my parents' hometown that has been selling books to me for a few years now, and just so happened on one of the weekends I was there, he decided to sell some more books. He's also really big into trading cards and sports and cards and all that kind of stuff. But I just come there to take a look at his comic book collection, which he has quite a few file cabinets full of, which I pulled these books out of. So first up, we have Conan 101. We have Daredevil 197. 201. 244. And we have this early appearance of Star-Lord. Got Spotlight number 7. We have this appearance of Ms. Marvel. Avengers 227. He actually had more copies of this. I think this was the better of the ones he had, so I picked this one up. Really nice Spectacular Spider-Man 90 with Black Cat on the cover. Really nice book. Now here's one of the key books that I was glad I was finding in his collection. We have the West Coast Avengers 45, which has the first appearance of the White Vision. Like most of the books, it's an upgrade from the version I have, which is pretty damaged. And the best part is, I bought 2 of them. This one, the direct, is a little damaged, as you might see right here on the cover. So I haven't put it into a better sleeve as of yet. But yes, I did pay the $4 for this one. And here is the newsstand, which is in a lot better shape, as you can see. Take a look at that. So the grand price for this stack was, I believe, $30. So again, in the comments, let me know what you think I did on that particular comic deal. But I think I did pretty good considering the 2 White Visions, even though one is damaged. Wonderful Black Cat cover. And Ms. Marvel appearance and Star-Lord appearance. Okay, everybody, we're going to jump right into the video game consoles and games that I picked up, because I don't have any footage of any of their pickups. So first up, we have this 360, white 360, with a controller and a basic Super Nintendo. Now, Super Nintendo did not come with anything except for 2 beat-up controllers. One of the 2 working just fine after I opened up and cleaned it, But yeah, at the other one's cable is probably too damaged to work, but my dad said he would look at it. So I haven't plugged in the 360 yet, but I'm going to give it a whirl to see how it turns on. It powered on just fine at the garage sale, but unfortunately the Super Nintendo did not play any games. Powered on just fine, but I couldn't get it to read any games. So that's going to be a nice little project. So now let's get to all the game pickups. From my travels, I went ahead and just separated them by console. So starting over here, we have PSP's Ben 10 Alien Force. For regular PlayStation 1, we have Spec Ops Stealth Patrol. Got Driver. And Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. Considering Jedi's and Star Wars are pretty big at the moment, I'm hoping this game goes for a little bit. And last but not least, we have the big winner. Considering I paid only $1 for this, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I think it's a pretty good investment. It works just fine. And going along from PlayStation to PlayStation 2, we have Guitar Hero World Tour, Blitz the League, and we have Dance Dance Revolution Supernova, Dance Dance Revolution Max 2, I believe that's, and Dance Dance Revolution Extreme 2. I'll probably sell these three as a little bundle. And we have good old SingStar 80s. That was a good fun game. And last but not least, we have Resident Evil 4. Now next up, the handhelds. Unfortunately, I can't test this one or the Ben 10 because I don't have a PSP or a 3DS. I'm going to sell it as is. We have Mario Kart 7. Regular DS, we have Lego Indiana Jones 2. This 4-game pack, Battleship Connect 4, Sorry in Trouble. Hot Wheels Battle Force 5. And this one I'll probably keep because it's Phineas and Ferb. Great show. We got Across the Second Dimension. Okay, for the Wii, I found this disc only Super Mario Brothers Wii, Mario Party 8, Galaxy, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Super Paper Mario, Sonic Colors, and the Beatles Rock Band. And last but not least, classic Nintendo. This game I had never heard of before, but it's interesting to come across it. We have The Adventures of Bayou Billy. I tested this game already. Works just fine. Pretty interesting title. Now these actually came with the Super Nintendo. Once I bought the broken Super Nintendo down there, the person said they actually had games for it, and I had to come back, but then they handed me this stack of pretty impressive games. And all these work just fine. We have Mortal Kombat 2, Super Mario World, we have The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Ultraman, which I already own already, but still nice to have a little backup copy. And last but not least, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Pretty great finds. All these games I spent only a couple of dollars. I think on these, I think I spent about $2 on each of these Super Nintendo games. There you have it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video games, comic books, and everything else I picked up. If you like this comment, please like and subscribe to help me enjoy the channel. And until next time, thanks for watching.